Alright, made it to a place called Fallbrook. Help the chairman and Minister Clark. Mortimer Bell.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Well, why don't you tell me about these amenities?
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Alright, where am I and what is this place?
Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
No?
Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the Hookem-spiel. Allow me to paint a picture in your mind. A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds. Sublight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now.
Okay.
Oh, well, this is certainly a town, I think.
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
Alright then. We're here for a woman named Catherine.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was, stars, I can't remember. Days.
You don't think he got crushed during the bridge collapse?
It was his team running that drop? Sure puts things into perspective.
We did see a collapsed bridge out there, but it's not why we're here. Malin's House of Hospitality. Hey, it's Niles!
Hey, if it ain't the cleaner, how'd the disposal go? Was it messy? I hope it was messy.
Oh, I didn't kill her. You're probably going to be in a lot of trouble. I'll go put Parvati up. Because we're going to do some shady stuff.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be...
So,
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
there's no washing machines? I don't know. She's just so pure and innocent. I don't want her doing bad things if she doesn't have to. I mean, you recall, I didn't want her to feel forced to take drugs, so I went back to my ship. So we'll go with Elix and Ellie. Ellie seems to be a bit of a wild one, right? She fancies herself something of a bandit, an outlaw. In case it's not obvious, Sublight is very...
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
So that puddle I stepped in? That wasn't beer.
No, that was piss. If it smells like piss, it's probably piss. All right. Yeah, Sublight's pretty shady. Malin! Heard of you.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I could listen to her talk for hours.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Man, he just falls in love with everyone, doesn't he? Let's use our charm. If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of manti dung, then sure. That's not charm, but it says charm.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
We do earn favor by insulting things. Need a hand for hire?
If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. But how am I to know whether you're reliable, if not fully trustworthy?
Throw out that charm again. If we've done other sublight quests, we can mention them here, but I haven't done any yet. Charm, you can trust me. Fully.
Against my better judgment, I do believe you. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I got the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know.
All right, let's say I want to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
All right, and if I want to kill him?
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
All right, sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
You got it, Malin. Anything else?
How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
Let's talk about something else first.
Sure.
About the Borst factory?
What about it, aside from the fact that I can smell it all the way from here?
Where can I find the factory building?
You mean you can't just follow the stench trail or the squealing bloody murder sounds of little cysty piggies? Once you're clear of the bridge, follow the river southwest.
Okay.
You
No,
mean-
not
what?
that.
Won't pretend I'm not disappointed. suppose I've no choice but to be patient. Maybe a handful of bits will spur you into quicker action.
Okay. You have a terminal, but I need your key. Duncan.
Catherine Malin could sour milk just by glaring at it.
I'd have a drink with her, though I'd keep one hand on my gun and the other on my bit cartridge.
Ellie, you don't have a gun for some reason, so I don't know why you're saying that. Duncan.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the C&P factory?
Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods, only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Well, I think the fact that Malin sent me for it makes me special enough.
She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a C&P factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to, say, scratch your itch?
I mean, sure, let's see what you got. I believe you have a unique weapon or something, don't you? You do not. It's your, associate here. You do have some data pads. We'll buy at a later date. You have the legendary weapons. You also have a poster. We'll steal that also at a later date. Well, guys. Got ourselves a free one. You can actually find them in the location, obviously. But if you've got that, what are we calling it? If you got that persuade, you might as well get the free one. If you don't, then yeah, you have to find it yourself. Slaughterhouse Clive. With the scarcity of Saltuna alternatives on Monarch, Clive Lumberg has been making a killing by operating the planet's last remaining Borst factory. Sublight wants to take the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarchs profits for themselves, and has hired you to get rid of him. Deal with Clive. Alternatively, search the factory for a way to sabotage Clive's operations. Catherine suggests that stuff. Well, we're not going to destroy anything for reasons, but you can. I guess I could say those reasons. If you choose to go through the destruction route, she's just going to get mad because if she's claiming the factory, why would she want a broken factory?
So you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
You know, Felix, now that you're a real pirate, I should induct you into the Pirate's Code of Silence.
Ooh, the Code of Silence. What's that?
It means you agree not to talk for a very long time.
Yeah, so it makes no sense that she tells you the option to destroy his business if you then give it to her and then she's like, oh, why did you destroy it? Because you told me to. So if we want her best option here, we're gonna not destroy it.
Toss ball kick!
Wow, what a toss ball kick. What do you mean? 3 shots and he was down. And yeah, I still needed to upgrade my stuff and didn't, even though I said in other episodes I'm going to upgrade my stuff. It's just because if I'm in the zone of already playing, I don't stop to do things. Like upgrade my gear. Mate to Queen? Yep. We're going this way, right? So we can go in through the sewers. We can go in through the front door.
Can't keep us out.
I need to grab this stuff and scrap it, but again, it's things I don't think of.
Heads up! Nice one! Woo, that had to hurt!
Okay, well, if you're not gonna stand still.
Everyone all right?
I mean, as soon as I walk through this, wouldn't they catch on?
Ah, you must be a part of the new line shift. Don't tell me you lost your key card already. A lost card's worth 2 infractions, you know.
Damn, well, how much for a card and no infractions?
Depends on what you got. But I reckon we can work something out.
Well, I mean, actually, I haven't been issued one yet. It's my first day on the job.
You know, I think I did hear something about that. Alright, okay.
Yeah, so, suck it.
Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Head on in.
Okay, there should be like notes and stuff, so. And if you don't have one, here's one right here on the bed. But obviously, if you get to there, they will have discovered you. So it's only going to work if you kill everyone in here. I thought there were notes. Maybe I'm wrong? Not notes, but like one of those little journal things. At CNP. It resets when I transition, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Restricted access. I am gonna pop a save here though, because we do have options. I'm not gonna sabotage for the reasons I explained earlier. CMP Factory Systems. Greetings, authorized user. The king would like to remind you to please clock out before documenting your routine or your daily shift in 15-minute increments. Do not forget to clock back in when returning to work for your next 23-hour shift. If you would like to file a complaint, please immediately report to the king to receive an infraction for your performance. Line shift reports. Old files to be deleted. Okay, just making sure. From F. Patterson to A. Rose. Didn't we meet a Rose already? I feel like we have. The end is upon us. I don't want to say I told you so, but I did message you that the writing was on the wall back in April, did I not? Which, if you remember, is one of the reasons I begged you to please hurry in your decision making, which inadvertently and unfortunately stoked your ire at me for rushing you. But now everything I feared is coming to pass. CNPs. Abandoned Monarch. With the others. The factory's in working order, but less and less of us keep showing up for shifts. Because what's the point? Really? Or what's the point? It would just be what's the point, really? Okay. Never got my last 2-bit cartridges for carts for wages owed, which means I can't pay rent. Aggie, so Aggie is the A Rose, let alone sponsor your wastrel of a cousin's gambling habits. I know how you titter it away whenever I raise these sorts of concerns, but I'm not joking, Aggie. It's only a matter of time before I'm plumb out in the streets. What are you going to do then? Keep telling me to wait? I can't. The next ferry's scheduled for Thursday at 2 o'clock. I'll be on it, and I'd like you to join me. If you do, then I'll have your answer at last. If not, then I guess I'll have an answer the same. Either way, I won't be waiting for another month on end. See you at the ferry platform. I hope yours in heart of, if not body, Fitz. Okay, so they're leaving, and Fitz wanted her to go with him. Ignoring the top thing because it kind of gives some spoilers there. Don't read that. Don't read it. Shift report time log, day 084. Not reading all that. Clive, what are your thoughts on that clog? Can't be a raptidon. We're not scales. Weren't no scales. And there ain't enough cysts for it to have been a wayward pig. But I'll be damned if I ever see vermin so large. I'll admit I was skeptical when you called me and the fellas back to the factory, like we were gonna run it rogue. Well, I guess we did. But you were right. There was money ripe for the picking, even without CNP's umbrella, and I just want you to know I appreciate what you did for each of us. Yes. Best have maintenance check that grating on the vents. That's the second clog this month. Geraldine. Okay, well, now we know. There are things here. By things here, I mean the...
Personnel.
You shit with your clothes on? Or is this just a fake break?
Move along.
Are you talking to me or your bowels? It's not stealing. Greetings, authorized manager. The king would like to remind you to please record the day's production cycle numbers and promptly return to work, or I'll see you for dinner, you cysty-necked sack of blood clots. C&P Financial Records. Financial report for production cycle 255. Cans produced 5,000, cans distributed 4,500. Cost of manufacturing is a lot. Price per unit $14.99. Net gains. I don't have enough intelligence. This is one of the things, though, that we can mess with. If I was smart enough. Sorry, I gotta go and get my stuff back. Worst. There's the Sisty Pigs. If we would have come in through the sewer, we'd be down there.
Unexpected.
What was that? Hold it right there. Just where do you think you're sneaking to? Production line is that away, you worthless gadabout?
Oh, come on. You aren't going to report me, are you?
I'm darn well thinking about it.
Please don't.
Well, since you asked me real nice. Fine. I'll let it slide. But just this once, mind you.
Got it. Okay, I can get caught 2 more times. This is going to make it all a lot easier getting into this room because... Greetings, authorized personnel. How may the system assist you today? Well, we'll read the maintenance logs first. Log 157. Clog in the machinery consisting of the following composition. Adipose tissue, bone, 40% to indeterminate percentage, sinew, hair, hemoglobin, and other organic materials. Would you like to run a deeper diagnostic? Processing keystrokes. No. Authorization approved. Resuming deep cleansing cycle. Maintenance log 241. Dictating memoranda from authorized user, control room operator. Begin block quote. Oh. For piss and plasma, I ain't input, quote, start recording, end quote. Now did I? No, you stupid piece of shrapnel computer. I was only saying how it irks me when the others filch my lunch. Pea-free butter, so peanut-free butter, and purple berry jelly. I'll have you know, not Borst, and for good reason. And while they're gorging, they got the nerve to fart and waggle their middle fingers at me from the factory floor, because they know, I can't go down there till the shift break, and by then it's too late. Well, tell you what, though, I'm tempted, all right, to use the Sentry Automech's new pink slip protocol to terminate each and every one of them. Won't be waggling their fingers then, won't they? End block quote. So we've already learned about pink slip protocol. That's where the robots are ordered to kill everybody. We're not going to do that. I'm going to call the elevator to the ground floor. Remember, when meeting the king, do not initiate conversation, avoid eye contact, respond respectfully when addressed, and above all else, do not provide any provocation for which to be canned. Okay, well, that's just straight up saying it. Yeah, it's people. They're the Borstwurst, even though they have all of those pigs, is people. Standard troop helmet gold. The intercom turns on with a click noise preceding a beep. It appears to transmit over the factory's radio. Attention everyone, I have an important announcement.
Huh? What's going on?
We can lie. The king would like to invite you for dinner. Hold on. It's not the one I want to do. I thought there was another option, but hold on. I'm going to save it here.
Like I don't know what that means. Not only no, but void no. I quit. And he can keep my final paycheck.
Oh, I think that did work. They should all be leaving now. Yep. The only things that'll stay down there are the robots, but I don't have to kill any of the employees. And I believe Catherine is fine with this, from if I remember correctly. She doesn't care that the workers get all quit, because she's just going to replace them with her sublight contractors anyways. That door is sealed, so we can't go that way. Fight the robots, or we can just stealth our way through. There's a data pad. Hand-typed note on a C&P datapad. Don't ask me more about it. Not where he can hear us. Had to sneak this onto your datapad. Delete after reading. Just be careful. All I know is Tammy spied Slaughterhouse Clive feeding the Sistis some questionable meat. Awful bloody with bones poking out of it. Says later she found a hand in the trough. She screamed. Now Tammy's been downsized too. And the pigs keep getting fatter. Yeah, so he's feeding the pigs people. Here's where we can break it if we want to break it. Oh, and also I can increase production rate by 200%. No clogs detected in the machinery. Production output is currently optimal. No, so if I increase it, I think that's what breaks it. So we're not going to increase it. So we don't want to break it. We've made it here. Before we talk to Clive, though, we gotta drop a save here. Welcome, King. How may the system assist you today? If you would like to terminate a personnel's probationary period, please select the corresponding personnel file after entering your password. Personnel file. Nope. Already been terminated. We have execute dictation 056. Who would have thought it? Am I right? Whole factory, right for the taking. None the wiser, save for me. And now the king, I reckon, who is also me, but different. Better. I know it ain't wise to be so fanciful, but it grows so lonely. Just me and the pigs and the machinery. And now the king. The others will come soon, though, to work for me, the laborers. Got to start small, but then we'll build, and we'll feed, and we'll feed, and we'll feed. Let's read number 108. The king can scarcely believe how awful fine it's all gone. I came from nothing, but now I am a self-made man, rich in meat and money beyond what one can believe. Power and privacy are mine. Everything I ought ever to desire is mine, except for... And the king, he may not have been with me from the beginning, but he was the first to arrive. He kept me from being alone. That is for true. Don't think I could forget nor escape that fact. Dictation 113. Think I got it. Any personnel, and I don't care if they be a line worker or the janitor or a star's damn sissy pig, we shall tell them to call the king by his rightful moniker, and do it properly. None of this Slaughterhouse Clive pig shit, or I will show them a slaughter they won't ever forget. Did I make myself clear enough? Yes, marvelous. That ought to do it. All right, Clive. There's also some unique cans over here. Sample blue, red, and green that you can eat, but in case, again, it's not obvious, this is human meat. And if you eat it, you will get unique dialogue. I'm not eating it because I'm not a cannibal. Hey.
Whoa now. And just what do you figure you're doing up here? These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow tours up here. I don't allow tours ever on deeper consideration.
All right. Perception. You got blood on your shirt, right? There. Nope. Lower.
Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just killing some time. I prefer to prepare my dinner by my own hand. Nothing like fresh and bloody Borstwurst.
All right. Those parts are from Sisty Pigs?
I do own a factory known for specializing in the canning of Borstwurst. On occasion, I like to imbibe other parts of the Sisty Pig. Did you fancy me a cannibal? Perish the thought. No, I don't eat the bodies, I disappear. A joke, that last was. So, what can I do for you? My full attention is at your disposal.
I kinda liked it when his attention was elsewhere.
While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, I still teeter on the verge of losing my patience. Let us move forward with the present proceedings.
All right. Is that a blind taste test in the other room?
Indeed it is. Did you partake of the experiment? I would like to hear your assessment of the quality of each sample, if so.
Yeah, I haven't.
Don't wait so long, the meat rots. Then I won't be able to trust your answers.
All right, well, Sublight sent me to kill you, but I'm sure we can work something out.
By Sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? That greedy, star-crossed sow. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. How about you bring me Catherine's severed head, and I will gift you a lifetime supply of Borst.
This is why I saved, because I gotta do all the quests, and if I do that, I can't complete Catherine's quest. So we're gonna do Catherine's first, and then we'll do his. What if you and Catherine partnered up? Two great empires combined.
You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? I cannot fathom how that would cotton myself. The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick from the rubble when the corpse abandoned Monarch. No, he ain't the sort to partner up, as that requires the sharing of power and profits.
I mean, we can go medical or persuade. Both of them are gonna work, because I've got them. You think I don't recognize human remains? Those aren't cysty pigs.
You think to blackmail me? Try it. The king will grind you to bone spurs and toenails.
I only meant that what you do is a skill Catherine would highly value.
For true? You figure she will appreciate my skills? They did take me years to perfect. However, I remain unconvinced she could provide the means to make the association worth my while. If you ain't noticed, I'm doing swell, ruling this kingdom on my own.
I mean, his staff all just quit. He has no staff. Your staff doesn't appreciate you, though. They slack on the job, gossip behind your back.
Ah, but Catherine would admire a man of my inclinations and skill. That is what you imply, yes? She will supply the worship I so rightly deserve. Very well. The king is interested. John Hancock me on the dotted line, friend. I will even give her a cut of the profits, requiring she keeps clear of my short hairs.
All right. Glad you came to your senses.
Do not push me. I am not one to suffer insults. Tell Catherine she is permitted to dump the bodies each and every Tuesday, precisely at 3 a.m.
A persuade of 1. I could always kill Catherine instead of work for her for the right price. So if we still want to do his quest, we can still back out. I'm gonna go. I typically just kill him, but, you know, showing you the best option for this quest, which is to get them to work together. I was like, why is your elevator not working? So what do you guys think? Now I agree, I should have shot him in the face. Okay, but robots are now no longer hostile. We can still at any point in time sabotage everything. Here's the troopers. Armor from when they killed a guy and fed him. Let's go ahead and go. This benefits Sublight. Back to Fallbrook.
Now there's a woman who knows what she wants. I like her.
She's about as welcoming as a wrench to the face, and half as tender.
How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
Got a proposition for you from Clive, even though I'm the one who pitched it.
Oh, this ought to be good. What does he mean to offer in exchange for his no-account life?
Clive is willing to be your cleaner if you leave the factory to him.
True enough. I got bodies piling up, drawing attention where they ought not to be. But if I take the factory, I don't need Clive to dispense of my messes. Can appoint someone to handle it myself.
Persuade 50. Who better to handle the cleaning than Clive? Sublight idiot's mucking it up now.
Point taken. Good help is hard to come by. Plus, Clive doesn't seem the type to upchuck his Borst during dismemberment. Still, you're asking me to walk away from easy money.
Running a factory is hard, tedious work.
So are a lot of things in life. And your point is?
Clive is offering a cut of the profits and free body disposal every Tuesday at 3 a.m. What a deal.
All right. Color me convinced. Reckon I owe you a finder's fee. Don't spend it all in one place. Unless it's here.
All right, thanks. That finishes Slaughterhouse Clive. And that earns us some Sublight salvage rep.